Do you really understand what client-centered learning is about? Do you really understand what it means? Well, in today's video, we're going to break it down in a few minutes to make it really understandable and hopefully easier for you to get your head round, so that on the ADI Part 3 and Standards Check, but also your driving lessons, you understand what is required for every pupil and how you deal with it. My name's Chris from Driver Training Limited. We've been audit registered driving instructor trainers for almost 20 years. So the DVSA recommends you come to companies like us to learn how to become a driving instructor. When it comes to the term client-centered learning, very often people are confused by what it means. In a nutshell, it just means to involve the pupil. Whereas perhaps years ago, and we may all have had it at some point, someone tells us to do something. Turn here. Why? Because I said so. Well, okay, you do it, but do you actually know the reason why? Stop at this junction. Okay, why? Don't know. My instructor always tells me. It's to get the pupil involved to understand things. So looking ahead, Chris, is this an open or a closed junction? It's closed junction. And that means what? We can't see what's coming. So what do we need to do with it? Stop. Good. Well done. It means getting them involved when they make a mistake. There, Chris, you went to turn in front of a car and I had to say stop and use the brakes. Did you see the car? No. Where were you looking? I was looking to the right into the road I was turning into. I wasn't looking ahead. Did you see the car in front of you, Chris? Yes. So why did you go? I wanted to get across before he got to me. We're involving them in the process to find out. We had a trainee the other day tell us that when teaching a learner, when they did the cockpit drill and controls, the pupil said, yeah, to signal left, I do it with my left hand. To signal right, I do it with my right hand. Do you see what you may think is a basic question? Do you know how to signal? Do you know how to put the signals on? You've got 20, 30, 40 years of driving experience, so to you it's common sense. To the pupil, it isn't. You need to continually find out, do they understand this subject? So client-centered learning is getting the pupil involved with it. How did you feel with that? What do you think went well? What do you think perhaps could be improved for next time? Imagine that you're a walking guide. You're at the bottom of Ben Nevis or Snowdon, and you get somebody, your first customer of the day turns up, and he's a marathon runner. He's run many marathons, did the London Marathon, almost matched the professional runners. He's that good and that quick. And he says, I want to get to the top in the shortest possible time. You're going to take him up the most direct route, aren't you? Well, we're going to go this way, but it's like really, really inclined and steep. Are you okay with that? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's go. Your second customer of the day turns up with a couple of cameras around their neck. I want to get to the top. Okay, but I see you're into photography, so would you rather take a slightly easier route, but that gives you some great panoramic photos? Yes, please. Let's go. Then you get your third client of the day turn up wearing flip-flops and tracksuit bottoms and a tub of sandwiches, just having got back from a pub lunch. I want to walk up the mountain. Okay, perhaps should we do a slightly gentler route? Go off to the side, see how you go, and then if you feel it's a bit too much, we can always come back a bit easier. Oh yeah, that sounds all right. What are you doing? You're client-centered learning. That's all it is. You see, because not only do people have different learning styles, they have a different learning pace. So on some subjects, and you'll be the same, you pick it up really quickly. You get it. Can we move on to the next bit? On other things, you might go, I don't get this, or I'm finding this a real struggle. How do I do it? That's what you need to do with your lessons, with your students. Everybody learns in different ways. Everybody has a different learning pace. You need to match that to the pupil. Oh, come on, Chris. Everyone else could do this after 2 hours. We've been here 20 hours. Well, that's great for them. Or, we've been doing this for an hour, Chris. You've pretty much mastered it. Should we move on? Everyone has a different learning pace. So when we're thinking of client-centered, just link in and think of that tour guide and the different types of walkers. That's in effect what you're doing. Each lesson is tailored to the individual, and that, in a nutshell, is client-centered learning.